Sun coming back, wind's coming out. Slow and steady wins the game when you're trying to be stealthy. Look at the reflection of the moon on the water. That bloody horse.
Shut up, I told you.
Hey? Yeah. Oh, that was a fish, Bert. That was a fish over back behind us. Back that way, behind us. It's just magic, isn't it?
A bit of movement tonight last year.
There is.
It is magic. Look at that moment.
Yeah, it is a beauty.
I see this old common truce out there. He did a couple of days ago, so we're leading up
Beautiful.
to it. Yeah, mad night.
Yeah, fantastic.
Hello, what's going on here?
Hello, son. Hello, son.
Yeah, can't believe they let you back in that boat.
Hello, son. Can you pass me that rod there, son?
Alright, hang on.
Hey? Hold on to the Albert. Hey? Rainbow. Incredible, isn't it? Look at that.
Big skies, crazy light there, isn't there?
Magic.
Wow.
At the moment. But it's a super quiet week last week all round the lake. 19, 2 weeks, no carp. 18 normally just a bang swim. Is only did 2 fish the last 2 weeks. So there's loads of people not catching, and we're convinced that obviously that blackening of the bait has something to do with it. So we're fishing just up on the slopes at the moment, but still trying to be in sort of 10 to 12 foot of water. It seems to be the area that we're catching from. So look, it's all to play for going into the second week, and we shall see what happens. Hopefully we can get a few more big ones. So here we are, Sunday morning, just over a week in. I'm on 8 fish now. Obviously that 72 was the highlight, that first one. And it's been a lot of sort of, I've had one other 40. They've mainly been sort of mid-30s, and last night I had a real pasty common, a smaller one, sort of upper double. All coming really from one rod. Nothing else is really working, unfortunately. Here we are. There's our Wayne. Look, having a bit of breakfast. Bit of breakfast this morning. Well, after that, this is the scene anyway. Looking back over on. Don't get much better, Bert, does it? Hauling beasts and sitting in the sunshine on a tiny little island in the middle of Rainbow. Bloody marvellous. So here we go. We're just drifting out there.
Even better if phones didn't work.
Yeah, so it's a bit hectic on there, look, at the moment. There's quite a few rods out there because of this closure of 21 means that we're fishing round that corner. So, yeah, this is what you have to, this is how you set your bivvy up, look, that's it on the floor there, that's what you're setting up over. Yeah, lovely, isn't it? Yeah, bloody marvellous. There we go, we've got Rodney trotters out here, but you can see going really slowly, and we just trickle along. The idea here is, I'll show you these hooks, is that the hooks basically, let's have a little look, see if we can zoom in over there. Yeah, get the kettle on, Bert. Yeah, I'll have one. So they're the hooks, and then they run at basically 90 degrees along the back of the island now. But if you're locked up, then the fish can't get further away, and basically they come up and hit the surface. And if you're lucky, we use the boat to play the fish and pull them away from the area that we're fishing. So generally I come across here and head over here, and it's a safest area between our spots to play them. So anyway, here we are. is where I've been catching them. Well, I've been catching them over there as well. There's my bottle. But the 70 come from just down here. And the 54 last night, and the mid-30 has just come from down here. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to lower my rig. Well, here we are, Wednesday, week 2. Been a successful session for us, to be fair. We've only got 2 rods working each. 3 rods working, but 4 in that 21's water. But they're being consistent. We've had 4 over the course of the last sort of 18 hours. Had a lovely 54 last night, 54.5, which was a cracker. And a couple of mid-30 commons again, and then Wayne just had a really nice sort of mid-30 mirror, which was a little fat plump one, quite unique to the shapes of most of the fish, or most of the mirrors here. So yeah, it's all to play for the last. We've got Big Fish Thursday and Big Fish Friday coming up, so all to play for. The temperatures, as you can see, it's scotcho. So we shall see what happens, and I shall keep you posted. Well, here we are, Thursday, Big Fish Thursday, on Rainbow. So we've just been out, done a shop. We've just picked up, Wayne had a bit of shocker with his fuel pump or water pump on the van, so we just sorted that, gone and got that sorted. And we're back, rods are in, and it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. We had actually nothing in the last nearly 24 hours, actually been super quiet. So it was nice to get the real rods in, go and have a refresh, sort everything out. We've come back with renewed vigour for the last bit, and actually there's been some bubblers already out on the feeding areas, so we're actually probably only going to fish with 2 rods each. The front area has just got nothing in apart from bream, so at this moment in time we're going to just continue with the 2 rods. We can fish them efficiently, you know, without any carnage. And focus on them for the last bit of time. There's still fish there, and we're pretty hopeful of maybe catching another one. So I think we're on 17. I think we're on 17 fish now. So we've been consistent throughout the time. There's been no major hits. I still, when we've just been chatting about it, we still contribute it to a couple of factors. We definitely think something's occurring in the bottom layers of the lake. My long rod, which I'd had out for 48 hours, came back with the pop-up completely black, and it was actually impregnating into the pop-up. And although the smell of the fruity bait isn't horrendous, not like it's something that would be repulsive, there's something just not right going on down there. So it's interesting when you consider that 21's water, which is where we're catching all our fish out in here, 21's been closed really for a long period of time, so a lot of the fish have been obviously retreat to that area because they're not getting the same pressure, and a lot of the lake is not receiving the same amount of fish traffic that it normally would, but the anglers are still here, and as we're observing, they're still putting in a lot of bait. I know the crays are here and the bream are here, and they're eating a considerable amount of that, but it's a good chance there's some pretty nasty areas down there which are the main areas that people are fishing. Again, checked it with the camera, and you can see some stuff, but as you go down into those lower levels, there is something there which is making seeing stuff on the camera quite difficult. So yeah, interesting. Well, anyway, I'm going to watch the final stage, stage 14 to the Hota Camp. I'm going to watch the final of that because it's just on, and they're on the final climb, and hopefully catch another rainbow whacker on Big Fish Thursday. Catch you later, guys. Bye bye. There we go, it's Friday afternoon after our 2 weeks here. We get one beep, and the close in rod round the bar just goes with this beautiful, what was it, about 46?
46 and a half, I think. Yeah, look at the old floppy tail on it. Yeah.
One,
Proper old
look
floppy
at the
tail.
head on that. Isn't that mega?
Stay there.
Right? Isn't that mega?
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Fantastic.
Top effort.
Thanks,
last
mate.
day.
Lovely. Let's get her back. Yeah, it's a cracking fish, that one, isn't it? Look at it. What a beauty. So another upper 40 for us this afternoon. This one for Wayne, beautiful fish. Really good nick.
Listen, that wrist, that's incredible.
Look at that, mega mate.
Nice.
Mega mate. Lovely.
Yeah, never went to 50.
Yep.
Off you go. Good. It's been a couple of years.
Beautiful. Well done, buddy. All right then. Okay, let's go and get a rod out. Just had probably a mid-20. Oh, I've got to get that boat round, don't I? Let me get the boat. I might as well take it all out there. All right, so here we go. This is the rig that's been doing all the damage. It's my standard rig. I use it pretty much everywhere, to be fair. Just different lengths of this, which are the Gemini tackle leaders. Going to put big leads on. 2 lead system. Like I've shown you before, setting this up. It's about a 6 foot length of 60 pound leadless leader to another system up here with the float. And then that's fixed. Another lead. That's it. Let's get it out there. Let's go out and drop a rod. Right then, see you in a minute, Bert. Okay. Drop that in there. Lovely. My jacket on here, as it's the rules. And switch that on. Pardon? Yeah, mate. See you in a minute, Bert. Right, here we go. There we go. It's home. It's been home for the 2 weeks. Lovely. Right, well, I'm going to disappear up this back channel for half an hour. It saves having to go across the water twice, so I'm just going to creep out through here. And again, we've been doing things slightly differently. Most people fish the snags here. We haven't fished any snags whatsoever. We've just been fishing gullies. And baiting with a big spread. Everything I've seen, everybody I've seen here this last couple of weeks, they're just putting scoops of bait in tight formation. And we're just fishing very scattered, getting fish moving around between baits. I think is a good key, and you know, they're just not used to seeing it in this. It's like fishing a water that's, you know, got you know, everyone uses a spod, and you come on and you can take it apart when you come on and use it with a bit of a spreader bait with the stick. I think it's better for them. It gives them a bit of movement between your rigs and baits, and less chance of them mugging you off. Bit of wind here, so I don't know what this is going to sound like, guys, but I thought I'd bring it out. See, this area out here is called the chocolate box. Now, I can have a rod out here, but and people do, it's, you know, it's a very well-known area to fish from 21, but also into this area. Leads on before I get over the baited area. There we go. Put that on. Okay, we've got that going. There's a couple of leads. 1, 2. 1, 2. Perfect. 1, 2. There we go. So, here we go. This one has got a 6. Just clipped. I found these really fine silicone end rubber tails, which are great. They've really been letting go perfectly. Another thing I try and do here, we try and do, is try and be as quiet on this boat as possible. I forgot to bring it, but I was going to bring some foam matting to lay in the bottom of the boat, because sometimes your best laid plans don't work, and you can drop a lead you know, you're out into this quiet area and you can drop a bloody 10-ounce lead in the bottom of the boat. Sounds like Hiroshima's gone off. Okay. Let's get into position. I don't know if you can see that on the sounder. This is up in the chocolate box area. We've got 10.5 foot up here. And we'll be coming up on another bar soon. Here we come. So this is one of the gullies. Then it comes up onto another little bar. Quite a flat bar, this one. Could be good to fish, but it's still a bit shallow. I think there's too much trouble with crayfish up here. And then we'll drop down again. We'll drop down again. There we go. Look at that. It's lovely. So this gully here is where I'm fishing in this one. There's my marker float. Alright, let's lay this one down. Come the duckies. Okay. 10.3. There we go. That's spot on. There we go. All right, let's get in. So around 11 foot there, 11.2. We've been catching all of our fish between sort of 10 and 11 feet, 10 and 12 feet. But that's it. She's all ready to rock and roll. There we go. Oh, I just creep back here now. It's quite a flattish area in here. I've got a feeling there could be some sort of old road or something like that. It's very different to the normal topography here, which is how best described as Himalayan. Right, there's my other float there. Look. So again, just trying to keep as quiet as possible, really. Make as little disturbance as possible. And get back and out of the way. It's been a good day. We're on 20 fish now. After Wayne's just had that last upper 40. It was an upper 40 before that, and then that small one you just saw me catch. Well, you didn't see me catch it. I didn't have the cat, but I didn't have it on that, did I? Just had a mid-20. So going into the last day, all pretty blooming good. Right, lovely. All right, here we go. So it's super quiet at the moment on here because it's been fishing so poorly. A lot of people have already gone home. It's quite bizarre. I mean, it's good for us. Was that a fish? Yeah, there's a fish just behind the snag tree. I'm picking them up. I'm not fishing tight to it. I'm fishing this side of it. Yeah, there was a fish. Fishing this side of it, getting it out of the way, and letting them come to me. It seems to have worked really well. Lovely.
Right. Okay, just got to get this one up in there. Let's sort this out and thread my way through here. There's a bloody great log across the bar here, which can be problematic. You will get in there. There we go. Beautiful. All right. As you can see, I'm through me hook. And we'll just cream in here. Bert will come and help me grab me Rodney trotter. And we're all good to go. Thanks, Bert. Duck down and miss them rods. Oh, thanks, mate. That's all right. So there we go. Done and dusted just like that. Bloody marvellous.